What's up, YouTube? So, in this video, I'm going to be talking about the injury report for the Chargers and Dolphins game today. The Dolphins did get some good news. We are still without Christian Wilkins, unfortunately, because he is still on the COVID list. But we did get Kyle Van Noy back. Apparently, he tested negative, so he is going to be playing, which is fantastic. We definitely need him. And so that kind of takes care of edge. But if we look at our receivers, we also have Lynn Bowden back, which is great. Antonio Callaway is being activated to the active roster. Because we might really end up needing him. I was kind of hoping we would go with Kirk Merritt, but Antonio Callaway is really talented as well, so I'm good with that. So, yeah. I guess I guess all our tight ends are going to go. Cool. But I also did notice that, like I kind of suggested, that we did elevate Benito Jones just to have another true defensive lineman without Christian Wilkins. As far as he goes, though, like I mentioned before, because I do have a video on Benito Jones on the channel. He is definitely a nose tackle to me. I wouldn't put him really much else. I would only really have him at nose tackle. He's not that athletic, but yeah. At least it's a little bit of depth. I would like to see him get some play time this week, if possible, because I don't really see him getting much playing time later in the season. I would also like to see some Jason Strowbridge. He did play a little bit last week, so I'd like to see him play a little bit more. So let's take a look at the Chargers. So we look at injury reserve. I had heard that Joey Bosa still wasn't cleared, but he's not on this list anymore. Yeah, Joey Bosa's right there. So, according to the Chargers website, he's active for this game, which is kind of tough, unfortunately. Hopefully that ends up not being true. It'd be great if he didn't play. But if he is, oh well, we'll have to deal with it. But Mike Pouncey's still out, Derwin James, Chris Harris, they're all out. So I think we can definitely, and Austin Eckler, we can definitely take advantage of that for sure. And on the COVID list, they're missing another offensive lineman. I don't know I don't think he's a starter though. So, they put Kalen Ballage on the practice squad. What are their running backs looking like right now? Justin Jackson, Joshua. Okay, interesting. So we won't be dealing with Kalen Ballage. So, yeah. Also, I mentioned Jason Strowbridge earlier. I know he hasn't gotten much play time, but I would really like to see him play a little bit more. I would definitely, especially when we're in our 3-4 sets, I would like to put him at left defensive end. Because to me, I think left defensive end is just where he's best. And definitely put him on the left defensive end when we're doing our 4-3 sets as well. Put him on the edge. I just think he's more of a run-stopping defensive end than he is a pass-rushing. He does have some pass-rushing skills, but they're a little bit raw. He's definitely better at, setting the edge, and just being effective in the run game, basically. So, yeah. I'd like to see him and Benito Jones get a little bit of playing time. I imagine Benito Jones will probably be our nose tackle for a lot of this game. I know Zach Zeiler and Raekwon Davis both do it sometimes too, and I wouldn't mind seeing a little bit more of them do that, because I don't want Benito Jones getting too much. I think he has a lot to develop first. But one thing I did mention in my video for a nose tackle for being 316 and 6'1", it's kind of a good matchup for a lot of offensive linemen, because the thing about short nose tackles is the name of the game is to get lower than your opponent on the line. Like that's a huge advantage. And him being shorter, if you've ever had to play offensive line, when you're going up against a shorter defensive tackle, it can be a nightmare for you, especially if they're powerful and short. So I did want to mention that. But yeah. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. If you liked it, I appreciate you hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, leave me comments down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.